Hello, it's me, Sheena. Again, I am going to be recording. What I want to talk about today is the premonition that I had. So, this is a demon story, Spirits, spiritualism, witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, all of that is involved in this. It's a demon story. Not, I'm keeping out of my religious beliefs because I didn't sell my soul to the devil or anything. This is in reference to something that happened to me, a near-death experience in July of 2020, in which I did not survive, but I'm here talking to you, right? So evidently something must have happened. But when I did come back, I came back different. So it's going on about 21 months, right? And the reason why I'm doing this is because people need to know my story. The people that actually did what they did to me, I guess they can't talk about it. But I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it because something happened to me and no justice has been served. People need to know that this really goes on. If you're really spiritual and you believe that, we are just flesh and bones and that we have eternal life, we have a spirit, we have a soul, we have a, they call them demons. We have different things, demons, angels, everything going on. So July of 2020, I was poisoned. I didn't make it, but I'll go into detail about that another video. What I'm going to do now is each video I'm going to start off with letting you know which spirit is here, because now I'm more sensitive to the spiritual world. I'm able to communicate with demons. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it. I don't give a fuck enough about this shit to lie. I don't practice witchcraft. It's something that I don't do voodoo. I'm a real straight up and down front face, I'll knock on your door type of person if I have a problem. I'm not going to sprinkle no magic fuck shit on you to get back at you for something. But somebody needs to hear about this. So what I'm able to do is the person that is here, they go through me and I can speak you. So I'm going to start each video with that to let you know that this is what's going on. This is what I'm able to do. I can speak a different language now. Okay? The person that is here, your name. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. These people, they rotate. You know how I know? It's because it's inside of me. So there's only two ways that a demon can enter the body of the afflicted. Let me just throw that in there. It's by one, the permission of God, or two, via a witch. And it wasn't the permission of God that did this. Somebody did this to me because I was in not, what they say is not able, but I was dead. Okay, and they put something inside of me, which then brought me back. Now what's inside of me is still inside of me. Let me see if it's going to be the same person. The name. My tongue can't do this, so it comes from within. Name. Name. Okay. There you have that. Okay? That's the person that's here. Now, right before this happened in July of 2020. This happened toward the end of July. It was mid-heat. I was poisoned. I was left upstairs on my floor for over almost 2 days before I was able to get up and climb out the window, okay? For safety. But what I want to talk about is about 2 days prior to the incident. I'll explain to you what happened, okay? It Premonition, people get dreams, they get visions, some people hear voices. A lot of things are misconstrued with mental disorders, chemical imbalances, schizophrenia, all types of things, right? Which is fine. Originally, like, my book is going to be about the medical diagnoses in the medical field, and how psychiatric medical diagnoses and how it correlates to demonic activity. Okay? So I'll just explain to you how it came to me via a dream. Okay, but I wasn't sleeping, but it came to me via sleep. I'll put it this way. So it was me and my ex-boyfriend, okay? The one that did this to me, okay? Not this, I don't think he did the spiritual stuff, but the one that fucking was drugging me and poisoning me, this nigga, okay? Now, this is how I'm explaining this. We were both laying down. We went to go lay down, okay? There was no sexual activity occurring. We were just going to sleep. Now, you know how you lay down with your partner. You lay down with your partner. The woman lays up on them, or y'all cuddle, y'all get comfortable, whatever. You know, you kind of like just, going together, and you kind of lay down, get comfortable, move a little bit, whatever. So what happened was, that's what we did. We lay down, or whatever, and we started to move, like, at the same time, right? But it was kind of different. The movement felt like it was like in slow motion. It felt like it was slow motion. And what happened was, we started to move at the same time, and I laid back, and he laid his head up against my chest. He was halfway on me. Our legs were intertwined like a pretzel, like this, and he was holding me, and I was holding him, but he was on my chest, right? I didn't think anything of it. Not at all. I just was like, oh, okay, boom. And then we kind of like, to describe it, we kind of just like moved at the same time and blended into each other. Like, it moved into this position of him being on my chest and our legs being all the way intertwined, and I'm holding him here and he's holding me, and then we just stopped, right? We just stopped. And nobody moved a leg, an arm, nobody moved an inch, nobody adjusted anything. We just froze there, right? And I was like, damn, that's kind of strange, okay? So we laid there for a minute in this frozen position, and then his phone rang. So I said, babe, get up, your phone is ringing, answer your phone, get up. He didn't, okay? So we laid there, I don't know, if I have to guesstimate, maybe a couple minutes or so, right? After that, we started to move again. This time, we started to move. It was the same kind of motion, that slow motion kind of moving, intertwined together. And at that point, I started to feel something a little strange. Like, wow, what is this? Like, you could feel it. You could feel, so we started to move, right? This time, I'm laying back. My left hand is holding my head. Like, I'm like leaning on my head. He's turned, our legs aren't as intertwined, but he's still curled up under me, and I'm holding him, and he's on top of me, and he's holding me, right? But we kind of blended. It's like the motion of this was, you could tell it was like we were dancing almost. Or like two bodies of water just like blending into each other. That's kind of how it was. That's how it felt. So we moved, boom. We moved. I moved into this position. I'm holding myself up. I'm still holding him up. He's on my chest. We're still intertwined, but not as much as we were in the first position. Okay? And then we just froze there. We just froze. Nobody moved. Nothing. Not an arm, a leg, nothing, not even a wiggle, nothing. We just froze there in this position. Right? Again. And then his phone rang. Okay? His phone rang. So I said, babe, get up. Your phone is ringing. What's going on? Your phone is ringing. No, I said, get up, babe, get up. Your phone. Boom. We didn't. Right? Now, we stood there for a couple minutes. We started to move again. Okay, by this time I knew something strange was going on. I knew something weird was happening. I'm in the middle of it. I don't know what to do, but I could feel it was like I was under a trance or something. Like I didn't know what was going on, but we were it was just crazy. But the second position, that's how I was. I was holding myself up, holding my head up, holding him, still intertwined together. But it was the way it was. It was like the way we moved into that position and just froze. That made it like real crazy. So this is the third one. We started moving again. In this position, I takes my hand. We start moving at the same time. I takes my hand off. My hands goes down like past like my waist. He's on my chest. He curls down all the way. My legs open into a fetal position in between my legs. Okay. He into a fetal position, and my hands were, his head was like on top of my pelvis. Nothing sexual, but he was curled like down into a fetal position. So I had my right hand like cuffing the back of his head, and I was like holding him down here like this, like and we blended into this position, into the third position where he was in a fetal position in between my legs. And then we just froze there. We froze there. Okay? Now, after that, I was almost in tears. I couldn't do anything about what was happening, but I knew something was coming to me. It was something was communicating. Something was showing me what was something was wrong. Something was wrong. And then his phone rang. His phone rang. I swear. So I said, babe, your phone rang or whatever. He never got up to answer the phone. He never got up to answer the phone. He never even moved. He never even moved. Right? At this point, I'm ready to run. I don't know what's going on, but I can feel it. My chest is beating. I'm sweating. I don't know what's going on. We stay there for a little bit longer. We start to move again. This is the fourth time. This time when we start to move, he starts to come up out of the fetal position and starts to get like somewhat behind me. And I start to like come up and turn a little bit to my side, right? In this position, he was directly side by side with me. My left hand was up. My left hand was up, and his right hand was over my stomach, like you spooning. But he was directly side by side. At this point, I was about to have a heart attack, so I went to get up. I went to get up and stop whatever weird shit was going on. I went to get up, so I sat up so I could go to the bathroom. Right? I sat up. He jumped up, he grabbed me, and he pulled me down. He got up, he grabbed me, and he pulled me down. He pulled me down. And we were side by side. My hand was up, my left hand was up. His left hand was up over his head too, and it was over my hand, like that, like over my hand. His right hand was over my stomach, and we were side by side. We were side by side. And it moved the exact same way it did the first three times. The first three times it moved the exact same way. Except for the fact that I tried to get up to run, and he pulled me down, and now we were in this position side by side. Side by side. And then his phone rang. I'm sorry. His phone rang, and Um, I never got up to tell him, babe, like, your phone is ringing. I never said anything. I didn't say anything after that. And we stayed in this position for almost an hour. We didn't move anymore. That was the last position. And we were side by side. And that, for an hour, we didn't move at all. We didn't move a shoulder, nothing. We didn't move at all. And when I finally was able to get up, all I could do was go to the bathroom and cry, because I knew that something was going to happen to me, and I knew that he was going to do something to me, and I knew that something bigger than me was trying to help me. Something bigger than me was trying to show me what was going on. It was like a whole synopsis of our horrible relationship. It's a horrible abusive relationship which ended so ugly. It ended so ugly, but I didn't know I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what he was doing to me. But something bigger than me. And that's nothing but God, okay? So I'm going to be talking about all these demonic things, because that's what's going on. But my God, I know who my God is. And that was the premonition that I got. So, and this happened a couple days right before he poisoned me. Right before I died. And right before somebody else, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't him. Somebody else did something. It put something inside of me and did something else to make me be here, being able to be here. But when I came back different. I came back real different, and I want people to know what's going on, because what I'm experiencing and the things that I'm able to do now and the things that I've seen and everything else is worth talking about. The people can lie about it all they want, but I'm going to tell my story, and that's the premonition that I got right before I was murdered. Okay, I'm going to end it with this. I want to see what spirit is here now. So the only way I can do it is to ask them their name, because I can't see you, right? I can't see you, but I can feel you. I can hear you. I can speak you. What's on my tongue? I know you're here, and I want to know why. Name. Name. It's very shady. This is a demon story, but this is my survival story. Feel free to judge all you want. My name is Sheena.